What's up, guys? I'm Laura from Reading in Bed, and today is Thursday, December 14th, and we're going to do our daily reveal of the short story advent calendar in just a sec here. I'm really tired this morning because I didn't get home till after midnight because I was appearing on our local university radio station, CJSR. They have a literary program every Wednesday at 10 p.m. It's called Word. And unfortunately, they don't put the recordings up online or anything like that. So if you missed it, you missed it. What I can do though, what I'm going to do is post on my blog about my favorite books of the year, because that's what I was on to talk about, along with someone from Audrey's, which is our independent bookstore in Edmonton. But maybe what I'll do is just show you the books I didn't have time to get to, because I had a list of 10 or 11 and we did not get through all of them. So very quickly, just in case you listened to the program, these are the ones you didn't hear, but were on my list. The first is A Horse Walks into a Bar by David Grossman, and this won the Man Booker International Prize, so it's translated from Hebrew. It's one of the oddest books I've ever read. The whole thing takes place, it's like a guy's monologue in a comedy club, but it's unlike anything you've seen at a comedy club, I think. It's a very interesting framing device, and it's very short. I'm just looking, it's under 200 pages. It is funny, but it's also devastatingly sad, about two men who were friends in childhood and just all the things that have happened to them since they last saw each other. I know it's not a great description, but check it out. It's worth reading. Another I didn't get to was Fifth Business by Robertson Davies. This was going to be my sort of classic to revisit pick, but we didn't even make it to classics. Yeah, I mean, if you're Canadian, you probably know something about this book. You were probably forced to read it in high school like I was. And I hated it in high school, but I loved it when I read it this year. I read actually a lot of this while I was sitting beside Henry's hospital bed after an operation earlier this year. Henry, I sat there while you were sleeping and I read a lot of this book. That's that one. I did talk about Here I Am on the program, but just look at this ugly paperback cover. I wish I got the hardcover. So that's all I'm going to say about that. We didn't make it to short stories either, which I was really sad about. This is The Dark and Other Love Stories by Deborah Willis. She's an Alberta author. I think the way 20-somethings feel about Cat Person is the way I feel about this collection. That's what I was going to say about it. I did talk about Brother, so I'll show the lovely cover of that just very briefly. Yes?
I already saw that book.
I know you've seen that book. And then lastly, Revolutions by Alex Good. I've talked about on this channel before, I think. I've definitely written about it. Just didn't make it this far. So, if you were able to listen last night, you heard about the others. If you didn't, I will eventually do a blog post on it, and I will link to that when it is up. Uh-oh, where did today's story go? I thought I had it with me.
I know.
Where? Oh, Ben. Okay, well, this is yesterday's story. Now, Ben liberated this for me because he wants me to read it to him really badly, right? It's called Secondary Memory by Danielle McLaughlin, and it's a story about a laptop. So this is a laptop talking, telling us about being put in someone's bag and carried to a repair shop. And then the laptop gets very scared because it sees all the other broken down and dusty computers all over the place. And it's like, oh no, what's going to happen to me? And then it starts to have memories of many, many years before and some of the things that happened to it. So it's a very weird and quirky kind of a story. I liked it. I wouldn't say it's a favorite, but I did enjoy it. And I think the kids are going to want me to read this to them. Not this morning because we are already running late. But I will read it to you. I know. I'm sorry, honey. We're running late this morning. Okay. We'll get to it, Ben. Don't worry. Let's see what we got in store today, though. Ooh, this is a thick one. What do you guys think?
Lava.
Lava? No, Ben's not in the mood right now. Hey, Ben?
Ben, any guesses?
Okay, so here's what it is. It's called Eva by Deborah Willis. Now, what did I just show you guys? The Dark and Other Love Stories by Deborah Willis. We've got a story by Deborah Willis. Oh, I'm so excited now. Okay, so yes, her latest collection of fiction, The Dark and Other Love Stories, was published by Penguin. Yeah, we've got the Alice Munro blurb here. And this story is copyright 2017, and it's not one of the ones from the Dark and Other Love Stories.
What?
So
Copyright?
yeah, that just means it was written this year. That's the year it came out. It's not an older story. So maybe it was written especially for the calendar. I don't know. Oh, this is very exciting. And it's a longer one. It is 26 pages. So I'll take this to work, and oh, we've got a potluck today, so I probably won't have time to read it at lunch. Darn it. But I will read it, and I will tell you guys about it tomorrow. Boys, do you have any outro for us this morning? No, I've upset them because I'm not going to read them the story just yet. So
I'm not upset.
you're not upset? Okay. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Tune in tomorrow.